Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you are doing well. I've actually been putting off doing the stand-ups for a while now, after being quite, successful in doing them for 12 days. It's been just a bit of a challenge doing them. I'm going to put my microphone up a little bit higher. There we go. It's been a bit of a challenge doing them. It's just been the motivation to sit down and turn the camera on and then talk to you guys. Which is a shame, because I think it's a very important part of this process to kind of speak to something or an audience to hold myself account. And I have been working on the game, but what I've done is I've just gone fully into it. And I've spoken about this in the previous video. I went fully into a Cursor, Claude, AI, ChatGPT flow state where I was getting a lot done, but at the same time I wasn't getting a lot done as well, because there'll be points where I'd just be banging my head against the wall for like 2 to 3 days. And I think experiencing them problems that everyone gets during any process of creating something, where they're like, what am I doing, why am I wasting my time, etc, etc. So the date is currently the 23rd of October, and the original plan I wanted to have was to have a demo out for the 3rd November. And I've been debating about between, is it a demo, is it an alpha? Either way, I want to get something out public facing on the 3rd November. And I don't think I'm going to be able to hit that deadline. I'm not going to deliver it on time in full. Maybe that's the point of it. Maybe I should just deliver it in that iterative format. I think what I've seen is, with a lot of people's demos and alphas, the UI is kind of a little bit more set. And I think that's what that is what I'm sort of struggling with and going backwards and forwards at the moment, is the UI. So just have a look here. So let's just show you the latest build. Oh. I tapped something wrong. That's worrying, because it was working a minute ago. What the? Board size get target size, eh? Right, let's reload the current project. I'm just using it. What was he saying? So what I'm, on some of the early builds I was doing, I was really going in on that. What's this pass error? So, when you look at some of the early videos, you see that Final Fantasy UI style I was going for. And I will say, when I look back on the old videos, I think, I actually quite like that. But I'm going to go in on this the theme name in the code is minimalism or minimalist. But this very real working software kind of boring look to a certain extent. I might try and make some sort of commentary about it in the future, but this is what we're looking like at the moment. I'm just going to move myself down here. So we have 5 columns, or 6. Sorry, we have 6 columns, 5 including the backlog. We have our cards. Everything's a lot bigger, because some of the early builds we were doing that 10 system. So this is a bit smaller. And if I move my cards in like that, and then press play and then go, it will start moving through the board. So I think visually it looks a lot nicer. What I'm going to do next to now is, and this is kind of a bit of a retrospective, and maybe we'll call this the retrospective actually. What I'm going to do next is really try to get these cards a bit bigger. I don't think they're proportionally correct for the size. I'm also going to work on this bottom UI bar. So what I'm looking to do is to produce something like this. Move myself again. There we go. I'm going to try to, a lot of the information I had in the right here, I'm going to move it down to the bottom. That's the plan. And I'm going to start putting some sounds in a little bit more, because I think it just needs a bit of life towards it. That is what we're going to do. But what's been, if we was doing this in a retro way, what's been going well. I think we've made good progress and we've got a lot done. What needs improvement is the discipline around using an AI tool and not running off and doing stuff. And also as well, doing these videos more every day. So action plan going forward will be for the next 2 weeks is carrying on doing these videos and doing a bit of retro. So yeah. Anyway, look, thank you very much for watching. I hope you're enjoying this process that I'm going through, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye-bye.